seas of the Chinese subtle things about China and the customs and things like that. Took me up into those mountains in Chile where they, into the side of the mountains where the person's burned facing the mainland. And one day when the Chinese people were repatriated to the mainland, they would take these vases back to those people's villages to be buried properly.
Right. And MAG, what does that stand for?
Military Assistance Advisory Group. And the way you put your fork and your knife and your spoon and colors and everything. They more fish eyes and fish heads because they always turn to be the honored person there.
And so that's why when you go out to lunch sometimes you speak in Chinese or whatever to the waitress.
They don't understand.
They don't understand. Okay. Okay. So what did your family think of living there? Have you get kids at this time? Or?
Two children.
Okay.
They love it. They love it because we lived on compounds. We didn't actually live with the Chinese. We were surrounded by Chinese who lived in limits. U.S. compounds and Orchard's Club and with swimming pool and everything else. But we're constantly going out of the compound. The Chinese, I remember taking my son to a place to get a haircut and cost him 5 cents. NT was 20 NT to the dollar. And whenever you got a haircut over there, automatically your hair would be dyed. You'll never see a Chinese with white hair because it's automatic when a guy gets a haircut, his hair's automatically dyed black.
Why is that?
They don't like, in the military, they like to have officers with black hair. It's just a custom.
So what rank were you in at that time?
I was a major.
You were a major. Okay. All right. Okay. Going through the various parts of China, doing this training, did you encounter any resistance or any
no, they had martial law there. They had martial law there for years and together with Taiwan. So you were perfectly safe. I don't care what time of the day or night. You're perfectly safe. Only time I experienced some difficulties was my friend Louis Musalati from Biloxi, Mississippi. Louis and I went to the Pungu Islands. Remember the Chinese would have a deal where they would fire on the Pungus today, the Pungus would fire onto the mainland the next day. They just did that automatically. So we flew up to the Pungu to find out what was going on out there and one of the training facilities out there. And Louis had never experienced segregation and ostracism. And those people out there ostracized the hell out of him. And he really experienced how it felt to be underclass. But he treated me easily. So Louis and I were always talking back and forth on the telephone. That was a good experience for him.
Okay. All right. So how long were you there?
I was there 2 years.
2 years?
Yep. 2 wonderful, wonderful years working with those Chinese.
Okay. Yeah. So you seem to have some pretty good assignments here. So where did you go once you left?
Well, at Taiwan I came back to take automotive command.
Okay.
I worked with General Law, so I take automotive command over there. And then I got the assignment from take automotive command. I was assigned to Vietnam. I was assigned with 44. I took 44 civilians to Vietnam, positioned with them all around the country, and I would fly out with my civilians because they were in support of the equipment that was in Vietnam. I was responsible for the retro, to bring it into the country and to retrofit it out for retrofit.
Okay. So you were sent to the Tank Automotive Command here in Detroit. Okay.
It was Customer Support System Group. They are out of the Army Materiel Command in Taiwan. I mean, in Vietnam. So I was assigned to that unit, but I worked directly for General Laws. I called back to Detroit 5 nights a week, provided information, requested materials that were sent from those inventory control point centers from all over our country.
Right. Okay, so you were here in Detroit at the Tank Automotive Command.
I worked at Destin, the Tank Automotive Command. I've changed assignments back and forth to Vietnam.
Okay,
so when I was over there, he called information into me all the time. And I was responsible for getting all stuff sent back to him, getting equipment retrofitted out of Vietnam. Then I would go over, he would come back, he would work the desk the way that.
Okay, so you were, so how often did you go to Vietnam?
I went to Vietnam twice.
Twice, okay. How long
First
did
time was two, both assignments were about 8 months.
8 months.
8 months, considered complete tours over there.
Okay, so each time you were, okay, 8 months.
Retrograde back and forth, you know.
Okay, primarily in support of the tech automotive.
Take automotive operation of it. We would have fellows, civilians from the Tank Automotive Command from around the country. They would come in, I would assign them up to play cool, or down Da Nang, up to Da Nang, or down up around the Fan Ron, tree and places and all over. Cameron.
Where were you actually?
I was in Benoit.
Benoit, okay. Okay, what did it feel like when you knew that your tour to Vietnam was coming up? You had to go over there for 8 months, or?
Well, you always know you're always apprehensive. And my biggest concern was not being able to come back to my family.
Yeah.
But I flew over, and when I got there, there in Tan Son Nhut, walked outside of Tan Son Nhut, and there were those Vietnamese people with their babies and the strollers, kids playing soccer out there, and all this kind of stuff. I said, you know, I think I can do this. And then I began to, rather than concentrate on the war, because it was hell, I began concentrating on the culture of the country. I began reading about the culture of Vietnam. Every place I would go, I would try to find out some about the culture of the country. And that sustained me when I was whole time over there.
Okay. All right. So, just from when you were in Vietnam, I know you just indicated that you tried to learn about the culture. And what did you do during your off-duty hours, so to speak?
You had a lot of off-duty hours, because you'd be often in the military control centers and flying around the country, or to be there, punched down, incoming, and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, when I did have some time, I listened to the radio, but I got crept call to Detroit, trying to get through would be a message evening. Okay. And then you go to bed, you get up the next day, and you start all over again.
Okay. And what rank were you in by that time?
I was a major, about to be promoted to colonel.
Okay. Okay. All right. And so when you came back here, let's say after your first 8 months over there, and you came back here, how long did you stay here?
8 months.
8 months.
Then you rotated back there.
Rotated back over there for 8 months.
While I was over there, I found out that they had these professor of military science openings for these various universities within the country. And I talked to the fellow, the commander over there, and I said, I'd like to get back into Detroit. And I see that the University of Detroit has an opening for a professor of military science. Well, I was a major at the time, but I applied, and the university accepted me because I was homeless. And not only that, but I qualified. So when I left Vietnam for the last time, Washington assigned me to the University of Detroit as professor of military science. And there I saw the desks that I sat in and scratched my initials in. Some of the old professors that I had worked with, but out here I was a professor with them. It was quite an assignment. As professor of military science. And then I did a lot of recruiting, but during that time it was very difficult because a lot of these Vietnam veterans are coming back. They're very very hostile to the ROTC program, but we survived. We survived.
And so when you got assigned to the University of Detroit, what year was that? Can you recall?
Let's see, I came back from Vietnam and let's see, 70, I guess it was about 1970. Okay. 1970.
Right. So right at that point in time, how much did you miss the so-called regimented military life that you actually had?
Well, what they did, what they wanted to do, the university decided that they wanted me to have my master's before I became professor of military science. So when I came back from Vietnam, Tank Automotive Command, then I was assigned as a student, full-time, to get my master's degree at the university. And once I got my master's degree, the colonel that I replaced did not have his master's degree. I replaced him, and then I got my, I took over as professor of military science, and very shortly I was made lieutenant colonel.
Okay. So did you sort of miss the military like, cause you know, how you
No,
can't
no,
take that like that.
no.